Hi, everyone. As we continue to create some e-learning materials, I want to share with you a little bit about EdPuzzle and how it is working for me previously before this e-learning, but how I am going to be using it during the upcoming e-learning days. So EdPuzzle is going to be great because you can bring some videos to your students and keep them engaged with some comprehension questions. So go to edpuzzle.com and you can sign up or log in if you've already created an account. And for those of us using the Google platform, you can just go ahead and do so with your school's email. When you join in EdPuzzle, this is my homepage. And so you'll see that things that are trending in the world languages and other things. So you can always search to see what other people have out there and kind of make your life a little bit easier, or you can create stuff from scratch that will be targeted specifically to your students. So when you do, for example, down here, you have popular channels that you can link to your EdPuzzle. And I love that you can bring from totally different sources. So in this one, I'll show you a YouTube video. And I love the Pixar type silent movies, short clips that you can then include any topic that your students are working and just create it and diversify it for your proficiency levels. So I am going to show you one that I like, and it's Jeff's little movie about Heinz ketchup. And so I found it, and when I click on the YouTube right here, when you search Jeff and you click enter, it directs you to this screen. And in this screen, you're going to have different options. You can start by editing, copying it, or assigning it. So once you click on edit, you'll have different options to cut it. So if it's a long video, you can trim it to your needs. You can create a voiceover if you are uploading, say, for example, a particular lesson or something, or you can include questions. So again, because this is kind of like a little short film and it doesn't have any dialogue, I don't need to trim it. I don't need a voiceover, but I do want to periodically stop and ask my students some questions to see if they can notice different ways of using the Spanish in this video. So when you click on questions, you know that there's going to be different options. And so you can stop it at any point in time throughout the video and do a multiple choice question, an open-ended question, or just a note. And these are fantastic. So when you do so, you can do a million things. This is what mine looks like. So in these 3 minutes, this lesson becomes more like a 10 or 15 minute lesson where my students are going to have so many wonderful open-ended questions about it. So right now, for example, if you are working on descriptions, as soon as they introduce a new character, you can stop it and ask different things about that character. So all these little dots mean that those are all my questions. And so when you click assign, it allows you to assign it to a particular class. If you have created different classes, you can still edit it, you can duplicate it, you can delete it, however you like. But say, for example, my video is ready and I want to share it with my students. I'm going to click on assign. And you can assign it to a class. So like I said, you can create new classes to differentiate your instruction through all the levels that you teach, or you can just say, you know what, this works for everybody, I'm not even going to bother. And then 2 options for your students to create the work. One, if everybody has an EdPuzzle account, you can assign it to the class, and when they submit the answers, they can just type it into EdPuzzle and you'll be able to see their answers through EdPuzzle. But if you don't want to introduce a new app that you haven't been able to test during school days to kind of troubleshoot, I definitely suggest that you choose the public links. So when you click on public links, you can just copy the link and send it to your students via Google Classroom, or if you are creating choice boards, you can just link that to those choice boards and whatever you need. And what I like for my students to do is that then they can write their answers in their notebook, or they can write them on a Word document and email it to me, or on a Google Doc and turn it into our Google Classroom. Lots of different options that don't need them to learn how to use a new app. So if you have any questions, please post a comment, and hopefully this is helpful. I'll keep making some of these tutorials of the apps that I really truly enjoy, that I've used in the classroom, but also during online teaching. So have a great planning, and we'll see you guys soon.